Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. We are back with some more Katawa Shoujo Sisterhood mod for today. I got my ear open for the dogs again, because I'm the only one here at the moment. Hopefully that'll change before I end. So if I have to step away because I feel like the dogs are doing something, that's just gonna happen. I've already had to stop him from trying to chew up a runner carpet twice today. Within the last hour, because, of course... I don't know why he's acting out like this right now. He was fine all day. But whatever. It is what it is. I have been a busy little bee today. Vacuumed down here, did a whole bunch of laundry, and cleared off my desk. Like a lot. I just had a lot of stuff just on here. But I cleared it off. I got the dust off my desk too, because I kind of just let that go mostly on the top. So, yeah, it's nice and clear now. It's nice. Let's see how long I can keep it that way. Hopefully I can keep it that way for a little while. So, hey, Biochemical, how's it going? I'm gonna check on the dogs really fast. I'll be right back. Hopefully it's nothing. I don't know, just getting a weird feeling. He was chewing the carpet again. I don't know why he wants to chew the stupid carpets. I don't know why he wants to pull the carpet up and start ripping it apart piece by piece. I don't know why. He has plenty of chew toys. Like, literally, he has so many. But he decides a runner is the perfect thing to just strip apart. So that's annoying. It's really annoying. So I shouldn't be having to watch him like a hawk. Okay. Let me get that loaded up at least. Alright, what happened the last time we played? Some good old, Sisterhood here. Right, we got a little bit of a... little bit of a, sort of kind of backstory-ish thing. We got like a chapter 0 partway through this, showing, one of the therapy sessions with Hanako. It didn't really go too well. just because Hanako overthinking things, trying to make her therapist her friend, and she had to be very blunt about it. It was a nice little scene. We had the really awkward, Hisao and, Hanako in bed together at the summer house. And then it went from just kind of cuddling and talking to kissing to French kissing to a handy. That was awkward to skip through. But I mean, the point of that scene is to show the trust they're starting to build more with each other. So that's something. There was a reason for the smut, but there was no way I was reading through Hanako giving Hisao a hand job. No, that wasn't happening. After that, cut back to the school, just them having the normal school day, and when they got supposed to split up into groups of three for when their Japanese class, Isao got kind of railroaded by the student council because it's Shizune and Misha. So with a little bit of semi-silent nudging from Hisao, she went with the two people she sits next to, Natsumi and Naomi, who were fairly welcoming, trying to talk a little bit with her, but not like overly trying to force her to engage, which is nice. And then also now she's helping them put together the newspaper because they're part of the newspaper club. Because their normal person is out right now and won't be able to get the next one done in time. So, yeah, again, more nudging from Hisao and I think, and also Lily. It's like, just give it a shot. Go for it. They even had to preface it by saying, this is not us trying to recruit you. We could just really use the help, and you're actually pretty good with computers from what you say. Wow, right back. Sorry about that. I'm also gonna be nomming a little as we go. I actually have sushi. Real sushi. And not the grocery store stuff I've been getting lately. That just made up for, like, everything now. Also, I can go back to that. So yeah, she was helping him out with the newspaper, putting it together, and she tried to get it done as kind of as quick as she could because, it's Hanako. She still feels a little weird. But they weren't being pushy. They weren't saying, we're trying to forcibly recruit you to the newspaper club. We just need help. You're handy with computers. Please help us. Hmm. Hmm. That's pretty good. Sacrilegious that I'm eating it with my hands, but we don't have extra chopsticks lying around. We haven't had chopsticks for a while. So yeah, we're just gonna carry on, get as far as we can tonight, and we'll just go from there. I'll try to do the Hanako narration for as long as I can. If I feel like I can't really do it much anymore, I will just switch to doing normal narration. Is that asparagus in there? Alrighty. Having left Lily's room, I unlock the door to my own bedroom, prepare to kiss Hisao goodnight, and retire for the day when he stops me. Oh yeah, I can spacebar this. Can I come in for a little while? Sure. We go in, and he sits next to me on the bed. You're going back to the newspaper club tomorrow, aren't you? Even though you said you didn't know yet. I think I want to at least finish what I started today. That isn't the only reason. I also want to start feeling more reliable. For a long time, I felt like a useless person, unable to be there for others. Today, I had an opportunity to deconstruct that belief, but my social anxiety nearly ruined it for me. Okay, she wants to prove it. Okay, yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Hmm. 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 Goddamn, that's good. That's actually really good. Even though Naomi and Natsumi were friendly, I felt on edge all the time. Yeah. They weren't even in the same room, technically. She was kind of like off in the separate room they had all the computers on, and even then she was feeling a little skittish. You know, standard Hanako thing. By the time I went back to the dorms, I felt exhausted. Even though we just had tea with Lily, I'm still tense all over. Yeah, anxiety is a fucking bitch. You look tired. And tensed up. God damn, I want to know how much and who they got this Hisao sprite from, with all the different expressions, because... Wow. I'm still not used to seeing Hisao. I'm still really used to him being, you know, the one we're speaking through and seeing everything through his eyes, not this. Whew. Oh, God, I forgot to plug this at the beginning, too. Yeah, I forgot about that. The good old command, KS Mod. Mod playing is Katawa Shoujo Sisterhood, adapting a popular Katawa Shoujo fan fiction. Sisterhood is by guest poster. It continues on from the end of Hanako's good ending, acting as an epilogue. And as we've seen, it is rolling in a bunch of things that happen in Lily's route, namely the Hokkaido trip during their little like spring break they have going on. Lily eventually gonna have to go back to Scotland again. They brought in tiny little elements from other routes, like the fact Hisao isn't part of a science club with Muto. That was only in Emi's route. And God knows what else they're gonna bring in, to be perfectly honest. Natsumi and Naomi were at least mentioned in Lily's good route. Because, well, Hanako joined the newspaper club in that route. Ironically enough, Hanako has a lot more, like, personal development in Lily's route than in her own route. Because she actually goes out of her way to join a club and meet other people that aren't Hisao and Lily. I guess that's where Sisterhood's gonna kind of shine, because they're gonna take that into this as well. Remember, Hanako's route just kind of very quickly ends. It's like the midway point of Lily's route when she first goes to Scotland that time. That's about where Hanako's route ends. Lily's route goes to almost the end of the year. Shizune's route goes all the way to the end of the school year when they graduate. Hers is the absolute longest. Which I want to kind of know your guys' thoughts on that. How do you feel about different routes in visual novels ending at different points? Like, they all don't lead up to like a specific day and then things happen and then things end. They have very staggered endings. None of them ever end at the same point in time, more or less. Again, Shizune's goes all the way to graduation day. Lily's leads into a little bit after Tanabata? And I'm pretty sure we go to Tanabata in Shizune's route. Obviously, Hanako's route ends pretty quickly before their like spring break, after a round of exams. Emmy's, I'm not sure when. It's still definitely like middle of the year. And Rin's, oh, God knows when that one freaking ends. Hers is just... I wasn't a big fan of Rin's route, guys. I'll be perfectly honest. I was not really a fan of Rin's route. It's kind of why I left hers for last. I wasn't really looking forward to doing it. Very good. Oh my god. Oh, this is actually some good sushi. Holy shit. Some damn good sushi, guys. Oh, I've missed this. Like, I have missed this. Yum. Alright. Do you think I should skip tomorrow? I don't think I can make that decision for you. But if it helps, I might be able to help you relax a bit. Do you want to? Are you gonna give her a massage? Oh my god. He sits back a bit, spreads his legs, and gestures for me to sit in front of him. I smile. Yes, please. I sit in front of him, drape my hair over my shoulders, and gently pull the shoulders of my nightgown away. Oh my god, causing just... Okay. Hey, Mari! How's it going? I swear to God, if I have to skip through more smut. Good, I gave it a good time, apparently. I am doing alright. I am doing alright. I am very pleased at the moment. Very pleased. I have real honest-to-God sushi that isn't grocery store. I am in heaven right now. Oh. No, there is one restaurant in town that around the time of my birthday last month, they were doing like a sushi thing. I think it might have been once a week they would have like a sushi thing. You'd have to like make reservations for, I'm pretty sure. We were initially going to do that for my birthday, but the day we had the reservations for, that was when we were all sick as a dog, especially me. So couldn't have it. It was a great plan too, and then all of a sudden we all just got sick as hell. Ugh. The shit timing on that one. So I got a little bit of leftovers. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yum. So glad you got it eventually. What kind is it? I'm seeing crab in there and maybe tuna? Probably tuna and crab. And then salmon sashimi. Or nigiri rolls. Whichever one is the one that's the rice with just the piece of fish on top. It's a nigiri. I can't remember exactly right now. Regardless, they'd be good. Ah. Oh, so good. So good. Did I hear sushi slash sashimi? Yeah! I got a little bit. Got a tiny bit of them. How you doing, Nick? Yeah, that's good. That's real good. Only thing better is the fantastical Lumimari, who just had themselves a very, very, very successful charity event last night, raising above their goal of $500, playing some amazing games with some amazing people all throughout the day. Well, not the entire day, a good chunk of the day. She raised some money for those kids. And now you guys can return the favor and raise those spirits of hers by going to her channel, giving her that follow, and, you know, Wishing her all the best whenever she streams. Just giving her all that support that she also deserves. So please do check her out. Doing pretty good, Nick? Good, good. Oh, I love sushi. I absolutely love it. Alright, what do we got next? I swear to God. I let my chin rest on my chest and try to relax. I hear him rub his hands together for a bit, then I feel one touch my exposed left shoulder. I'm gonna find a wall and give you all the support when it's in your body. Well, make sure you find that wall quickly. Don't keep me waiting. You got a date tomorrow? Dude, let's go. Hope you have a good time. You're welcome, Mari. You're very, very welcome. Wow, your shoulders and neck are really stiff this time. I'm not very good with people, so situations like these will probably always cause me stress. Even though people were friendly today? It's not something rational. I really wish it was. It'd be a lot easier to control. He starts carefully rubbing and kneading my neck and shoulders. I could turn my volume down a little bit. We've been giving each other these little massages for a while now, and I've really come to enjoy them. While I can't feel the sensation of his hand touching and rubbing the skin of my right shoulder, I can still feel the results in my muscles there afterwards. It almost feels like I'm challenging my condition this way. Hey, that's a neat way to look at it. That's kind of a neat way to look at that. But it'll get less as you get used to it, right? It used to be awkward in my presence too, remember? Yes. It'll get less as long as I can manage to keep going. At least, I hope it will. Then we'll keep helping you relax afterwards. Lily and me. We'll just repeat this evening tomorrow. And the day after tomorrow. Until it's no longer necessary. Oh no. Okay, good. I thought we were gonna immediately cut back to, you know, how that chapter 0 conversation went. How the therapist is there until you don't need them anymore. Oh, please don't let her, like, think back to that. Thank you, Hisao. We remain silent for a few minutes as Hisao finishes massaging my shoulders, neck, and upper back. He moves back, gives a quiet nod to me, and I lie down and let my head rest in his lap. Aww. That's cute. I close my eyes as his hands start massaging my scalp and temples. Does it feel good? Yes. Hanako? Hmm? Do you have any plans for the upcoming weekend? Not really. Would you like to go on a date this Saturday? Sure. Great. We'll have a bite to eat at the Shanghai around 6, then be on our way. Do you already have something planned? Yep. I was already planning it before this whole newspaper club business came up. What is it? A surprise. Aww. Oh my god. Okay, these two are adorkable. These two are still adorkable together.
Hisao finishes his massage with a ruffle of my hair. I get up and fix the shoulders of my nightgown.
Loosened up a bit?
Yes, it really helped. As I turn around to face him, Hisao gives me a playful wink.
If you want me to give you a more extensive massage... Oh my god, dude.
As I grasp the meaning behind his remark, I reflexively turn my head away, although I doubt my attempt at hiding my extensive blush is successful.
Bruh. Oh my god.
Lately, there have been a few times we started with mutual back rub and ended up doing what we did that night in Hokkaido.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, one thing usually does lead to another. I'm gonna take it as she is becoming more comfortable with that stuff. She's becoming more comfortable with it now that it's happened. Apparently, it's happened a few times now. The first time was intentional. This stuff is just, it kind of happened.
Not this time.
Okay. Yes?
Can I return the favor, Hisao?
You don't need to. I'm not feeling tense right now.
As he gets up from the bed, I grab hold of his hand. Please? Hisao gives me an extended, analytical stare that makes me nervous. But then he gives a quick nod, sits down in front of me, and starts unbuttoning his shirt.
Alright then, Hanako. Oh, back to this.
Nice! You got all the content digital now? Yes. Everything. Great! That was pretty quick overall. It was more work than I expected. Especially the audio recordings took a while to type up.
Sorry.
But now all articles and interviews are saved as documents. Thanks. Could you print them all out? The pictures and templates for all the pages too. And then come and sit here next to me. I'm not done yet. I can't force you to do more than you want, but there's still something else to do, and we're getting to the part that I think you'll really like.
Okay, there was no really in there, but fuck it. Whatever. Naomi's being nice. Naomi's being nice. I like Naomi.
I simply nod and return to my seat.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? She's got the, like a thinking pose? God damn it. Oh, these new sprites are nice.
A few minutes later, I return to Naomi with a stack of paper containing everything I digitized over the last 2 days. Naomi is usually loud and somewhat chaotic, but in her role of editor-in-chief, she becomes a bit more serious and structured than usual, and I have an easier time keeping up and putting up with her. So here's the templates we have for each page of the newspaper. Now we're gonna have to see what articles go where. We have the front page for the main article, 5 pages for internal news, 3 pages for external news, 1 page for advertisement, 1 page for columns, and 1 page for sponsor-related stuff. So, now what? Each article has a number, so we take a few empty sheets of paper and try to come up with a layout that'll get us the articles in the places we want. 2 layout proposals? It's nice to have a second opinion. Just try to estimate how much space each article will take up and how much redundant content each article has that can be cut or shortened.
A lot goes into making a newspaper. Obviously.
We spend the next hour trying to come up with our own layout. I do my best not to look in Naomi's direction in order to avoid copying her idea. After I hand in my proposal, she puts the 2 sheets of paper side by side. Looks like we have similar ideas on a lot of stuff. But I didn't think of putting that article about the exposition into external laws instead of internal.
Good lord, it's hard to read some of these things and do the voices at the same time still. Even after the how many plus years of me doing this, I'm still not used to it.
I thought if we could fit both...
Oh, I thought it could fit both, god damn it.
It's being organized by a teacher from here, but together with an external party and not on the school grounds.
Oh god, the stuttering is hard to do without it sounding bad. Ugh. I'm getting really conscious of the stuttering. Doing a purposeful stutter is a lot harder than an unintentional one.
Maybe. It'd save us from having to severely truncate that story about the baseball tournament. Okay, we'll go with my layout with the exposition story moved from page 5 to page 8 instead. Could you paste the contents into the template pages? You'll run outside the borders in several places, but we need to know what articles to trim or reword a bit. You can fiddle a bit with the pictures on page 2, 5, and 6, as long as the faces remain recognizable. Let's get started. Yes.
I love your stuttering. I try to match it as best I can. I try. I am not a professional voice actor in any way, shape, or form. This is merely me being a dumbass on the internet for everyone else's entertainment. But I'm glad you love it anyway.
I quickly get to work. We only have 1.5 days to get everything done. I'll have time to relax this evening, but until then, I feel pressed to work as swiftly as possible.
Okay. Back to here now. It's time skip.
Barely breathing, I wait as Lily runs her slender fingers across the last page of the newspaper's Braille edition.
It is nice that their newspaper does print in regular print and Braille. That's obviously very accommodating. I mean, this entire school is like accommodation to the extreme because it's what it's for. But still, it is nice. But also, any moment I get to see my girl Lily is always a good moment.
Since she appears to be getting close to the end, her fingers must be near the staff section right now. Suddenly, her fingers stop and skim over a section a second time. It looks like she read the part that bears my name. Assistant Editor, Hanako Ikazawa. Lily breaks into a dazzling smile as she reads the line I knew would catch her attention. A smile that proves very infectious. Hanako, this is great. I nod humbly, but in truth, I'm very proud of the result. It took a lot of effort, but we managed to meet the deadline and get the newspaper printed today. Everyone at the newspaper club was very satisfied with the latest issue. Tomorrow, the student council will be distributing it among the rest of the student body, but I couldn't wait that long and took 3 copies in advance. One for Hisao, one for myself, and a Braille edition for Lily.
Hey, Hanako, is it difficult to create a newspaper in Braille?
I nod my head. The newspaper club has software that can convert normal documents into a file that a Braille printer can work with. I've used it myself yesterday. It's a lot of work. There's a member at the club who can read Braille and it helps us with this. I just operate the software according to his instructions. Hisao laughs and playfully ruffles my hair.
I didn't know my girlfriend had this nerdy side to her. Oh my god. Oh, it's too cute.
Before I can think of a reaction of my own, Lily is already eagerly pouncing on his remark. Wouldn't that make her a perfect match for the current president of the science club, Hisao?
Ooh, didn't really take a breath there.
Hisao's only reply is a mock-offended huff that makes most of us burst out in giggles.
I'm not gonna argue that point.
A wise decision, Hisao. So, Hanako, do you have any plans to continue this? This was only a temporary solution to meet this week's deadline. But they said they'd welcome any help I could offer them.
Sounds like they want you to stick around.
I might give it another try next week. Maybe.
Sounds like a great plan. Where were they this afternoon anyway? The club's classroom was deserted when I dropped by.
I smile a bit sadly at that. After a new issue is printed and handed over to the student council for distribution, the club always goes into town to relax and celebrate the release in one of the coffee shops there.
Oh.
And they did not invite you to come along as well? They did. It's just... if I went along, I don't think I'd be able to relax enough to have fun. All I'd be doing would be watching the others have fun.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's a little sad, but... she doesn't want to just sit there and watch them have fun. That'll just make her feel worse.
That was pretty much the gist of it. This week, I've been forced to communicate with the club members in order to get things done, and I found that as long as the conversation remains strictly about the tasks at hand, I could manage with a bit of effort. But in the face of any small talk, I'd quickly freeze up. I didn't think I'd add much to the social event the club was planning, and it'd be better if I didn't go and attend. I could be on my own just fine, but being at a celebration and being the only one not having fun never fails to make me feel terribly lonely. I felt pretty good about the release and didn't want to do anything that might ruin my mood.
Okay.
Maybe if you spend enough time there, they'll grow on you. Maybe. We spend the rest of the time making small talk with me.
Oh.
With me occasionally answering questions about last week's activities.
Me making my awkward pauses there.
Lily then lets out a small yawn from behind her hand, and we take that as cue to retire for the night. As Hisao and I rise to return to our dorm rooms, Lily navigates her way around the table and approaches us. Hanako, it seems unfair that the rest of the club got to go have a celebration, and the person who helped them out of a difficult spot did not. Maybe you can see this little tea party as your own private celebration.
Oh my god. This is why Lily best girl. Lily best girl.
I think I'll do that. Hanako. Suddenly, Lily gets close to me and wraps her arms around me in a warm embrace. I let out a startled gasp. I think you did a terrific job this week.
Oh my god, this music. Lily's right. You really did.
Without warning, Hisao also hugs me. For a second, this weird three-way hug takes me off guard. Then I return the embrace, wrapping one arm around each of them and gently pulling them closer. It really feels nice. It feels like the way things felt in Hokkaido while we were staying there. A small, disabled family. My family. I suddenly feel a lump in my throat. I want to laugh and cry at the same time.
Aww.
Are Lily and Hisao feeling the way I'm feeling right now? I sniffle briefly.
Oh, Hanako, honey. It's heartwarming. You're just making herself sad just because of how nice this is. It's the good kind of sad, the good kind of crying.
Lily. Hisao. Yes, Hanako? I love you. I love you both so much. Please let me be here for you the way you're here for me. Thank you.
Aww. Damn it.
We break the embrace and I quickly wipe my eye. As Lily sees us off, she smiles at me. Enjoy your date tomorrow. Thanks. I'm sure we will. And, Lily, I really enjoyed our time together this week. We should hold these tea ceremonies more often again.
Oh, damn. No. Lily I forgot. Lily hid this from them. Lily is hiding the fact her parents asked them to move back to Scotland. Fucking Akira had to tell Hisao And then he confirmed it with Lily after the fact. Oh, god damn it. Oh, I feel like her spilling the beans about that is gonna break Hanako for a bit. This music it is a little sad music. They usually have it going at certain moments that are supposed to make you feel a little, maybe, teary-eyed. I mean, I remember this music specifically when Hisao was running to the airport to stop Lily from going back to Scotland and almost dying in the process. That's where I most remember this specific track. Just him trying to push his heart way too far to keep running through a crowd to try to reach Lily.
For a split second, Lily's expression seems sad. But before I could react, the door closes, and the moment is gone.
Can I come in for a little while?
Sure. We go in, and he places his hands on my shoulders.
Thought I felt it earlier. You're not nearly as tense as you were during the last few days.
Today I didn't have that much stress, just the printing process, the delivery of the papers, and then the tea ceremony with you and Lily.
So I guess you won't be needing a shoulder massage today.
I'm not sure yet. I doubt I need my shoulders or neck loosened up, but I don't want him to leave yet. This week was tough. But we're going on a date tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it. A fitting conclusion to a stressful week. I kinda made another important step this week. Maybe I've earned a little something extra. Maybe we both earned something.
Oh my god.
Should I?
Oh my god, I swear to fucking god. I will skip through everything again if I'm about to go into smut. Oh, so good. So good.
So?
Yeah?
I blush.
Oh my god damn it.
That extensive massage you offered earlier this week?
That offer's still valid, Hanako.
Share one together?
I'd love to. Oh my god. Alright, I'm probably gonna be skipping shortly, guys, because, again, reading out smut is where I draw the line. There's only so much I am willing to do and voice and say. This ain't one of them. I'll go as far until the actual smut starts. Because I know it's gonna start. Hold on. Also, let me just save real fast, too. Yeah, we're still in Chapter 7. There's 10 more chapters to go of this mod. This is definitely going to go into next week. I might even make it just... Actually, might just make it next month. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. We'll see how I'm feeling about it. And... Alright, good. Adult content is still disabled.
He removes his socks and shoes and sits on my bed.
Oh my god. Okay, I am just gonna do this right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna blank that out and get past it all. Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. It just skipped over it, so they did a thing. Darn. But they got the tissues out, so they didn't make a mess. Also, that's just Time Crisis. That's Time Crisis. I only know because it's very obviously Time Crisis. No other game I know has pistols that are on, you know, two different sides there, separated like that. No other shooting game has the two screens, two separate screens. That's Time Crisis, 100%. Which one? Not sure. The right one. Focus on the right one.
Yes. I aim my gun, and a moment later, the cyborg who just ambushed us from the nearby niche goes down in a hail of sparks. In the meantime, Hisao is struggling to hit another cyborg shooting at us from a vehicle straight ahead, but he has difficulty getting a clear shot due to the several allied soldiers running ahead of us and blocking the line of fire.
Ah, who cares? Friendly fire. Just a few extra points gone. No worries there. Oh my god, don't fucking... I've already played one where a dude RP'd as a goddamn soldier. I don't need someone else to do it. Cover me, Corporal Ikasawa!
I giggle, more than eager to play along. Affirmative, Sergeant Nakai.
Oh my god.
We take aim at the main attacker and unleash a torrent of bullets onto his head and chest.
Mission cleared.
At the mechanical announcement, we both drop the gun-shaped controllers we've been holding while the next mission starts loading up. Hisao?
Okay, what the fuck? Like, he even has a casual outfit. I'm a little sad it isn't his trademark sweater vest. This man is known for rocking a sweater vest and got insulted when someone insulted his sweater vest. Yum. He's so good. Yeah?
Have you played these kinds of games before?
Before I had my heart attack, I sometimes visited game centers with friends. These rail shooters were among the kinds of things we used to play. The ones I played were much more primitive than this one, though. Technology sure speeds along. That is true. Get ready.
As another droning announcement indicates we're about to start the next level, we take up the gun units again and ready them.
You know, I never suspected that the next time I'd be visiting a game center, it'd be as part of a date.
I smile. An arcade center isn't exactly a place the average teenager would take his girlfriend to, but I guess I'm not exactly the average girlfriend either.
Bro, I'll go to an arcade even now. Arcades are awesome. I'm still trying to figure out what the game, right? Like, the second one is. This game is here. But they've got the filter on here, and it's really hard to tell. But it's 4 players. I can tell it's a 4-player game. Could it be like a 4-player Tetris? I don't know. But yeah, 100% this is Time Crisis. This, I'm still not sure. It is some 4-player game, though. Fairly small cabinet, though, if it's 4 players. So it's a little more compact, so it can't be a super complicated game. Something that could have 4 people easily around it. It could literally be like anything. They managed to shrink a lot of stuff down pretty damn easily.
In a way, it was a pretty clever idea on his house part. While there are quite a few people around, the hull itself is rather dark, so my scarring isn't very noticeable, especially since I'm also wearing my hat. And while we're playing games, there's no need for small talk.
True, when you're playing the game, you're focused on the game.
I really like it so far. This time we're on top of some vehicle chasing an enemy truck.
Okay, so they have like an endless amount of dudes popping out of that single truck because that's just how it works. Every car in a you know, rail shooter video game like this is a clown car. Just a million people will pop out of it. Have you played many video games in the past, Hanako?
Several enemy troops appear on the roof of the truck and start shooting at us. When we quickly return fire, each of us trying to focus on different enemies. Not many. We had an old Super Famicom at the orphanage that was donated by one of the staff members. Their son was given a more recent system for his birthday.
Oh. Okay, then you probably got an N64 then, if they got donated a Super Famicom. Because that's the Super Nintendo. Unless they went the PlayStation route? I don't know. Do you know the Famicom controllers, at least one of them has a speaker on it? Like a speaker / mic, so you can talk into that thing? Not for anything like super complex, but you can still talk into it. Yeah, we got the really nerfed version, honestly. The Super Nintendo. The Nintendo and Super Nintendo are just nerfed Famicoms.
It was pretty popular with the other kids, so I didn't get around to using it very often. We clear the roof of the truck. Now what?
I was gonna sneeze there for a second. I just got a little itchy. Oh, we all good. Not this time. I cleared the dust off. There isn't gonna be anything bothering me. They have a retro section here as well. You can check it out later. You might run into some familiar titles. I missed the, like, game centers in Japan when we went. They were cool. They were actually really cool. Some were really big, some were really nice and small and cramped. The smaller ones, usually a little more independently owned, presumably, would have ashtrays just lined up on the card reader walls. You could tell people spent a lot of time in there just playing and smoking, if they were providing ashtrays. But hey, I got to play a Gundam fighting game that I'd only ever played on the PlayStation at an arcade, so that was something. That was cool. was actually kind of cool playing it there, and weird that it's an arcade game, but I'm able to play, like, online. That was something, too. I still have my cards, too. Because guess what? Arcade games there, you can save your progress at arcade games over in Japan. You just have to buy the right card, so when you go to that machine, swipe your card to load your stuff up in your profile. You're done? Alright, swipe it again to save all that progress. It's how they can have arcade versions of gacha games. There is a Fate Grand Order arcade, so you're spending money to first start the machine and begin playing, and then you're spending more money to try to get things in said game, and you're saving all your progress on a swipe card. It's so weird. The one game I just kept using was this. I know I've talked about it before. It's this like Gundam card game. I don't even really. It's an interesting one. I'll be honest. Because like just putting the coins in right at the beginning gets you a single card. It's like, all right, cool. I have a card. I can technically play the game now. Alright, what mobile suits are you using? Take the card, put it down onto the, machine itself. Because the card is a little thicker, it's got some kind of a chip inside that this machine can read. So it knows what card you just put down. Alright, what pilot is going for that one? Put that card down as well. And then it's just, alright, hit the button to do the attacks at the right time. It was funny and cool, and it could track where you were moving the cards to if you move the cards around. It was so cool. I spent a little too much time with that one. I came home with a fuck ton of cards. I'll have to pull them out just to show them off on stream one day. I said I was going to do that in the past, and I never have, but I'm going to this time because I got a lot of random-ass cards. And you get, like, kind of a bonus if you matched up a pilot with a mobile suit that they were, like, with. Which is kind of neat and cool. I think I only ever had one matching pair. Game, don't do that to me. Anyway.
Sure. Sudden explosive charges are being tossed at us from inside the truck. A big blast, and our life meters drop down by 20%. Hey, how the heck are we supposed to deal with that? We both try shooting the vehicle, but nothing happens. Another charge is tossed, and now our life meters are at 60%. The tires, perhaps? Again, nothing. Another charge gets tossed, but as Hasao shoots at it, it explodes prematurely, and the enemy truck shakes from the blast.
That is that is just common sense for that. If things are being thrown at you, shoot it. Like, that is Time Crisis 101. They throw shit at you, shoot at it. We're supposed to shoot the charges before they reach us.
Another charge gets tossed. This time, I intercept it, and the truck shakes even more.
Good shot, Hanako.
They're always coming from the same point. Another charge is blown, but this time the truck starts moving from side to side.
Oh, come on!
We missed the next two charges, and now we're at 20%. Hisao gets the next one, and the back of the truck ignites. Did we do it? Then one more charge is thrown from the burning truck. The screen turns red, and a big countdown appears.
Blast!
I hastily reach for my purse and take out a coin, so we can continue. But as I bend down to slide it into the slot...
They were both doing it at the same time, weren't they?
Ouch! Oh. Something hits me in the head, causing me to drop the coin. I quickly get down on my knees to retrieve it before it rolls under one of the cabinets. As I grab it and look behind me, two things draw my attention. One is the arcade cabinet we're standing in front of with a big "Game Over" message on the screen. The other is my boyfriend, also kneeling on the floor and looking at the screen, then looking at me. His one hand is holding a coin as well. His other hand is rubbing his forehead. As the ridiculousness of the situation sinks in, I press my hand to my mouth in order to stifle a burst of laughter that would surely attract the attention of the other people around us. Hisao merely chuckles while wearing a silly grin on his face. We both did the exact same thing at the exact same time. Hisao lets out a resigned sigh.
I don't know about you, but I don't feel like playing through those previous stages again. Let's go and do something else.
Okay.
Okay, shit. This is actually games I can maybe semi-rec... Okay. Yeah, that's just a basketball throwing game we got here at the back. That's just standard. Right here... Oh, not 100% sure. Probably something where you're throwing balls at it, because I can see the little, spot where things are going to drop down, and they got a big guard here, so obviously you're throwing things in. Right back here, that's Whack and Win. That's just a game called Whack and Win. I see the barrel, I see the balloons that show the bonus score if you manage to hit this bad boy up here. This also looks like something you throw. Yeah, I can see the balls all lined up there. Put your coins in or tap your card. These have the tap card reader here. So that'll drop down. Those will drop the balls. Then you throw them, and they keep rolling until, you know, your time is up. We'll bring the god back up, and now you can't play anymore. Yeah, I've been around. Oh, yeah. Okay, I worked in an arcade, goddammit. Not 100% sure what this is. It looks like one where you might try to time a coin to land in something, because that looks like it's going to spin. I think this spins, so you gotta, like, time when your coin drops to get it to land in something. No, I'm wrong. This one, you want to tap the button to make this arm here swing out so it can push those things into a little reservoir to get your tickets or points or whatever. A lot harder than you think to do. It's a lot harder than you think. That kind of game, this kind of game, it actually does take a little bit of skill. There's a little bit of skill, a little bit of luck, but it's not rigged against you. The arm has the same amount of strength every time it moves out, no matter what. It's just all about your timing. Basketball, yeah, that's pure skill. Whack and Win is also a bit of skill, shockingly. You don't want to hit it as hard as you can. You want to get it to a nice, like... You gotta hit it at just the right thing, because there's sensitivity settings. You can make this thing incredibly sensitive, so even a light tap will make it skyrocket, or you can make it so low sensitive that the hardest hit ever only makes it go up a few. It's a pain in the ass to open up when it's overflowed with tokens because no one emptied the bucket, and it's one of the most popular games we have, so you gotta like try and reef this thing open without breaking the tracks inside, and there's no other way to clear the tokens away out of the tracks because the only other entrance is from the very back, and what's blocking you is the giant ass fucking, you know, tower here that has all the lights on it, as well as electronics and power supplies and wires and all that other fun stuff that's very expensive and breakable. Yes, I've had to have that happen multiple times. Yes, it took us like probably a day or two to get the thing actually cleared. Yeah, I hated every second of it. I'm not bitter. I have arcade stories. I have some arcade stories from time to time. Basketball's not too bad. The most annoying part is when you gotta change the sensors. Like, one specific trio of basketballs we used to have were the biggest pains in the ass to maintain. They had sensors in the back for just where the hoop is and it moving, because the hoop could move side to side as it got harder. Because of course it did. But if those aren't working properly, the game errors out on you, and like blares a goddamn alarm that is loud as shit. Really annoying. And also, things like relays on it like to blow all the time. Especially from the digital displays, because for some reason the digital displays are the ones that like to burn out the most, and those cause other parts of the machine to burn out and cause it to not work. And crawling underneath this thing to try to fix the motor for the stop bar for the balls to keep rolling is also really much a pain in the ass. And God, I hated those basketballs. I hated working on the basketballs so much. Man, I just can't stop talking about the things I did not like when I was working on them. I should continue playing the game so I don't get into a diatribe about how much I hated Sonic basketball.
I look at Hisao as he makes his way past the rows of arcade machines with me in tow. He's not wearing the usual sweater vest he usually has on when he's not wearing his school uniform. Instead, he's wearing a shirt I picked out for him during our shopping trip in Hokkaido.
Oh, okay, that's cute. I've done that. I've worn clothes my ex bought me.
I kinda like the way it looks on him, though I suspect he's also wearing it to stand out less in our current environment.
Okay, air hockey tables are air hockey tables. You got some racing games in the back. Those are just racing games. Garden variety. They do what they do. Ah, but I just see now. This right here, guys. That's the Halo arcade game cabinet. That's Fireteam. Is it Fireteam Raven? I think it's Fireteam Raven. That comes in 2 or 4 player variety. The one we had was the 2-player variety version. The arcade across the street from us had the 4-player version, which is really fucking big. It had like... Yeah, it had 2 screens to be able to accommodate 4 guns. It was kind of cool. I started playing it solo, and then randomly other people just kind of showed up and sat in there to start playing at the same time. I don't know who the hell they were. Some of them were just straight up children. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I was gonna keep playing. Oh, the cutscenes are starting? Nope. Skipping the cutscenes. Let's get to the action.
As we reach a quieter area, Hisao suddenly stops. This corner of the hall contains several air hockey tables.
Want to play a little match, Hanako?
Sure. I walk over to the table closest to the corner and insert a coin. The table hums to life, the display on the rail around the playing field lights up to reveal 2 zeros, and a cool breeze starts to blow on the table's surface.
I don't have many stories about air hockey other than one of the tables we had, just the puck getting stuck sometimes. I don't know why. It was like on one specific side, the puck would just kind of not drop. Like, it would drop when the thing goes, but it wouldn't slide all the way down. We think it might have just been it catching on the wood path it had to follow. But the very easy fix was just kind of go up to it, go up to where it is, and just do a quick little tap, and then just very slowly just kind of clicks out. It was always one of the easiest fixes we could do. I tried many times to make sure those things would not get stuck. I've taken them apart, sprayed them out. It still happens. Like, all right, whatever. But I can come over here and just kind of gotta go quick little 2-tap, and we're good. We're good.
Look around to confirm no other people are in the immediate vicinity, and use my hair clip. to move my hairlock out of the way just enough to prevent it from creating a blind spot in my peripheral vision. I pick up a mallet, take the puck from the tray beneath my goal, and place it on the table. Ready, Hisao?
Bring it on.
I launch the puck towards him. He hits it towards the right railing. I deflect the puck with more luck than skill. Then he sends the puck straight ahead before I can react.
1, 2, 0.
I fish the puck out of my tray and place it in front of my mallet again.
Hey, Hanako, it wasn't necessary for you to pay up back there.
I bat the puck across the field. It ricochets off his mallet and goes straight towards me again. I aim for the left rail and hit the puck towards it. You were the one who paid for the first credit.
1, 2, 1. I offered to foot the bill for the entire visit, didn't I?
You really don't have to. I launch the puck towards him again, but this time he tilts his mallet, causing the puck to get stuck underneath it. Isn't that officially a foul?
You'd rather I didn't, or you really don't want me to?
Huh?
The day we started our relationship, you were worried about being useless. That you weren't able to do anything for the people you cared about. Do you still feel that way?
He takes his mallet off the puck and gently bats it in my direction. I stop it with my hand, take aim, and hit it toward the rail near me, causing it to fly across the field in a frantic zigzag. But he catches it and hits it back in a similar manner. I try to deflect it, but accidentally bounce it into my own goal.
2, 2, 1.
I'm not really sure. I don't think I do. He picks up the puck and launches it toward the right rail, but this time I deflect it towards the left rail in time. He hits it under the same angle, and we repeat this pattern several times until I change the angle just a little bit and the puck slides into his goal.
2, 2, 2. I don't think there's need to doubt yourself. I mean, we often study together. You supported me getting into the science club, and I have lots of fun hanging out with you.
So, isn't everything okay then? He bats the puck hard into my left corner, so it bounces out of my reach before I can react. Then the right corner, then the left, again, and then the right. As I move my mallet to the left in order to catch where I predict the puck will go next, he sends a straight shot right into my goal.
3, 2, 2. Something I noticed lately. Something about our relationship.
I try the zigzag shot again. He deflects it, so I try to zigzag on the other rail. This breaks through his guard.
3, 2, 3.
What is it?
4, 2, 3. Whenever I help you with your science homework. 4, 2, 4. You insist on doing some Japanese exercises with me in return. 5, 2, 4. Whenever I give you a shoulder rub to ease your stress. 5, 2, 5. You insist on returning the favor, even if I'm not stressed myself. 6, 2, 5. Whenever we go on a date. 6, 2, 6. You always insist on paying at least half, even if I say the whole thing's on me. 7, 2, 6.
What's wrong with having a give and receive relationship?
7, 2, 7.
Hisao takes the puck out of the tray, but doesn't immediately place it onto the field.
The music has just slowly gotten quieter this whole time. Oh boy, are they gonna have their first fight? Like, actual fight? Are we gonna have to have a fight? Great. Didn't want to have a fight today. Guess we're gonna have a fight today. And now there's no music. Feels off sometimes. As if you're keeping a tally. Trying to carefully balance things out each time. Making sure you never receive more than you give. That's not a give and receive relationship. That's more like a give and pay back relationship. I enjoy doing things for you, but only if you don't see those things as debts that must be paid off as quickly as possible.
I fall silent as I try to recall those moments and what I felt at the time. Was it fear? Fear of us once more slipping into a caretaker-caretakee relationship if I didn't actively prevent it from happening? Fear of me depending more on him than him on me? Fear of being deemed useless? I feel embarrassed about being called out on this, as if I got caught with my hand in a cookie jar.
You have faith in me, don't you, Hanako? I'm not gonna walk out on you just like that. I feel there's a whole lot more between us than just a list of favors and counter-favors. This isn't how intimate relationships are supposed to work.
I know that, of course. Just like I know that whenever I have to pass through a crowd, the odds of everyone in there noticing my scarring at exactly the same moment, and all of them staring at me at once, is pretty close to non-existent. But I'm still terrified of it happening. None of my anxieties really make sense from a rational point of view, but that doesn't make them any less real for me. If Miss Yumi is to be believed, anxieties don't go away overnight just like that, nor can they be dismissed with logic. What was it she said? Something about the heart not listening to reason, only to experiences? I watch Hisao place the puck back on the table and prepare for another assault. We pass it back and forth several times before it slips past my mallet.
8, 2, 7. I'm not saying I don't enjoy getting a back rub in return on occasion, but it shouldn't be mandatory. 9, 2, 7. Okay, the music's coming back, okay. I really enjoy the lunches you bring along for me every so often. I'm not sure if you were expecting...
No. I really don't need you to return the favor. I really enjoy making them for you. As I blurt out a denial of his suggestion, the puck zips past into my goal slot. Looks like Hisao made his winning point.
10, 2, 7. Just like I enjoy doing things for you on occasion. Giving and receiving can both be fun in their own way. I don't think we should keep score. Trying to keep things exactly even will only make our relation appear rigid and unnatural.
I nod. I understand what he's trying to tell me. have faith in you, Hisao. Do you also have faith in me?
I do, Hanako.
I'm trying, and I promise to try even harder from now on. Hisao walks over to me and puts a hand on my shoulder.
That's enough for me, Hanako. Thanks. We can give it a try right now if you like.
What do you mean?
Would you be okay if I foot the bill for the rest of the evening? Or at least a majority of it?
Not really. I really want to show Hisao I got the point he was trying to make earlier. But I want to share in the cost too, if possible. Suddenly, an idea pops into my head.
Are they gonna play for it? Are they gonna play for it? Loser pays? And is she gonna, like, try to purposefully lose? She better not try to purposefully lose. Oh, I love that tea.
I have another idea. We could play rock, paper, scissors before we start a game. The winner pays until we move on. So, if you win every contest, you could cover the entire evening.
And if you win every time, everything will be on you, right?
That's right. But I promise I'll accept the outcome, no matter what it is.
Okay, then. But perhaps we can do something more practical than rock, paper, scissors? Something that never results in a tie?
What do you suggest?
How about flipping a coin?
Okay.
Okay, these are fighting games. This is a fighting game machine of some kind. Pretty sure.
We decide on sides, then head over to the retro section Hisao brought up earlier.
See anything you like?
Let's try that one. We walk over to the machine. Hisao looks at the coin slot, then at me, and gives a nod. I take a coin from my purse, toss it up, catch it, and place it on my left hand. Tails.
That's your side. We should pick 4 credits for cooperative games and 3 for competitive. Oh, 4 credits, okay. Blah.
I slip 3 coins into the slot, and we both press our respective start button. I think I remember how some of the moves are meant to be done. As the announcer calls the start of the fight, Hisao's character lets out a roar and flies at me immediately.
Okay, they gotta be playing either Street Fighter or Tekken. They absolutely have to be playing, like, one of the two. Those are, like, the 2 more popular arcade titles there. I'm pretty sure. More Tekken than anything, I think. Don't quote me on that, though.
Ouch. He's not kidding around. Pulling the stick away makes you block attacks, right? He approaches me again, but this time I deliver a kick to push him back. Hisao is stronger and faster, but I've got better reach. He moves in again, and we trade several blows. I manage to grab him and throw him away from me. I think it was a quarter circle motion with the joystick.
Oh my god. It's gotta be like Tekken of some kind. Tekken, I'm here now. I don't know. arcade fighting game arcade cabinet in Japan, my mind immediately just thinks Tekken.
After 2 tries, I managed to shoot a projectile at him. He jumps over it, but I managed to nail him with a kick as he lands.
Okay, maybe it's Street Fight. Though Tekken probably. I think Tekken has projectiles too. Well, almost certainly it does.
The game's announcer confirms my victory. The second round begins, and I manage to block another flying attack from Hisao. Hisao? I'm getting the hang of the projectile motion, and start shooting a stream of fireballs at Hisao in order to keep him at bay.
Yes?
He gets a few hard blows in after jumping my projectiles, but I manage to regain the upper hand after a successful throw. When we left Lily's room yesterday, I noticed she looked sad for a moment. I start shooting fireballs again, this time at varying speed in order to keep him on his toes, and manage to wear him down enough to win the second round.
Are you sure?
It was for a split second, before she closed the door. We're back at the character select screen, and Hisao picks another fighter to play with.
Why would she be sad?
I'm not sure. All I said was that I'd like to have these kinds of tea parties more often. The second match starts, and I try the strategy I used to win the last battle. But this time, Hisao shoots my projectiles out of the air with his own.
I wouldn't call that a particularly depressing statement.
The round ends with a timeout after a long fireball war that I lose after messing up the motion a few times. I'm a bit worried, Hisao. I wonder if Lily is really giving us space to be on our own, or if there's something that's bothering her.
Something that's bothering her?
This time, I try to be more aggressive and trip him up by sliding under his projectiles. It works a few times until Hisao starts throwing projectiles at my feet instead, causing her to spend less time with us than before. She's often missed lunch in the tea room these days in favor of class representative duties. And until this week, we haven't really been in her room either.
Well, she'd been scarcer than usual lately. I'm not sure that means something's on her mind. And if so, what could it be that bothers her?
I try to switch to jumping attacks, only to find out my character's much too slow for that tactic. And I end up losing the second round as well, after being knocked out of the air several times. Maybe... us?
Us?
I sometimes wonder if she... likes you too. I take a moment to pick my character for the final match and decide on a speedier fighter.
Lily having feelings for me?
She never admitted it, but the last time I asked her, she ended up reversing the question instead of answering it. The first round quickly devolves into a slugfest, with me taking some time to getting used to fight without projectiles, and Hisao taking some time to learn how to deal with a faster opponent. The round ends with us taking a simultaneous blow that depletes the last of my energy. If that were true, being with you and me would be painful for her, right?
Okay. Maybe she does, too. I mean, I know she's got the whole going back to good old Scotland hanging over her head. Because she ain't keeping that shit to us. She ain't telling us that. But maybe she actually does like Hisao still. Maybe she does. You never know. I mean, to get on her route, you basically have... You do the same things to get on Hanako's route that you do with Lily. It's just toward the very end of the common route, that's when the decision kind of splits. Where then you can, like, specify only Lily or only Hanako that you start doing a few things with, and then you get locked in. Until then, you're gaining favor with both of them at the same time. Because they're always together. And I am out of tea. I gotta back up. Brisk. Well, it's Coke, actually. I don't have any brisk in the house.
The second round ends more favorably for me as I start figuring out a pattern in the altitude of Hisao's projectiles, and I'm able to evade them with slidings and quick jumps long enough to whittle down his health.
I'm not sure if that's the case. If Lily was interested in me, she'd have probably flirted with me or something. I don't think she'd stay completely passive. Oh, fuck no. Lily is dominant. She is the dominant one. 100%.
No, that's more like my strong suit. Unless she held back for my sake. The final round once again devolves into us trading blows with me trying to capitalize on my longer reach as much as possible. For a while, the outcome appears to mirror the result of the first round, until I manage to barely escape his attack with a quick jump off the wall and slam Hisao into the floor after landing behind him.
I don't think we should jump to conclusions, Hanako. When she came back from her trip, she seemed genuinely happy for us. Let's just ask her on Monday. Until then, try not to think about it, okay?
Okay. I really hope I'm wrong. If something is on Lily's mind, I want to help her get through it. But if it's my relationship with Hisao that's bothering her, I really don't know what I could say to her to cheer her up. I'm not really interested in taking on the single-player mode, so after Hisao's timer runs out, we simply leave my fighter to be beaten into submission by the CPU opponent.
That was pretty fun. Where to now?
We spend the next hours, among other things, beating up cyborg soldiers, navigating monster-filled dungeons, popping balloons with harpoon guns, popping bubbles with monsters inside, and watching the attract mode of every cabinet in the area. As we leave the retro corner, Hisao points to a big cabinet with two motorbike-shaped seats in front of it.
Want to take part in a little race, Hanako?
Sure.
Storm Rider 2. I don't know if these... The motorcycle game we had at the place I used to work, the motorcycle did, like, turn a lot. Like, hold on to the, you know, obviously the handlebars to make yourself turn that way, but you could also lean. You can lean into the turn. It's cool. We really needed to replace a lot of the stuff on the bikes themselves just because they were a little older and plastic does eventually break. Just to kind of, you know, get by for the time being, I actually went around with a file and sanded down a lot of the broken edges a bunch, so at least no one's gonna cut themselves on it. They were rounded off, so I mean, it's still not great, but it was better than, you know, an actual hazard. But that was when they were that was when upper management was very stingy on when they'd let us have parts. Which This is an arcade, where things break all the time, things wear down all the time, and you want to be stingy with what parts we say we need. You're okay with 2 games where the manuals inside say, yeah, you should play this game with a minimum of 10 balls inside. You're okay with only having 4 in each one. And them always getting lost or all being thrown into the other one. Their decisions were stupid. Just like, yeah, no, denied. It got a little bit better toward the end before I, moved. We were finally able to get parts again, which, hallelujah. We were able to get a whole bunch of stuff we've been hoping for a while. And from the sounds of it, they're still managing to get brand new parts, and actually getting a lot of new games, which, holy crap, we were lucky to get one brand new game that wasn't rented. A year. That was close.
I let out a slightly frustrated sigh. Sure was. Is that when I crossed the finish line with only a 0.3 second difference on the clock? I'm pretty sure I can do better next race. But as I prepare to push the start button in the center of the handlebar, Hisao stops me.
Hey, Hanako, why don't we try the single-player race? Might be fun, too.
How are we supposed to participate in the single-player mode? You can only take part in the race with one bike. How?
Oh my god, Hisao, master of romance.
Hisao taps the back of his motorbike with his fingers.
Hop on board before your countdown's finished.
Is that okay? Those seats aren't made for 2 people, are they?
No, there is a weight limit technically to the motorcycles. Sure, they have a fairly, they do have a fairly generous one, but 2 people is still gonna push it. I'll be fine. Those seats can handle some weight. I mean, have you seen the size of some of the regular visitors here? Bro, you're not fat-shaming the arcade goers, are you?
I chuckle. Okay then. I quickly move over to the seat Hisao was sitting on and sit down behind him. It's still a tight fit because the seats have a depression in the middle for the players to sit, and it's not quite made for 2 pairs of hips. I don't think either of us are sitting in a particularly stable or comfortable position. As Hisao's screen lights up to reveal the starting line and 7 other bike riders in front of us, I wrap my arms around him tightly.
Oh my god.
A few minutes later, we cross the finish line dead last. Steering turns out to be extremely tricky since it's impossible for us to lean left or right in precise tandem, meaning most of the turns we make are too late and too wide. I giggle.
Oh my god.
I don't think this is gonna get us very far.
True, but wasn't it fun?
It was. Throughout all the bumbling, colliding, and zigzagging on straight paths, due to repeatedly overcompensating for each other's movements, I had to make several supreme efforts to hold back my laughter.
We have 1 credit left. Want to switch places and try again?
Sure. I get off the seat, move in front of him, and try to get comfortable. As I press the start button and Hisao hugs me from behind, a thought springs up in my mind. Hisao? Was this whole thing just an excuse to hug me in public?
No, just an extremely welcome addition. You sly dog.
The second race goes slightly better, and we end up being 6th. This is more due to us getting better at predicting each other's movements than it is about steering skills. It's still not enough to get us to the next race, but I don't think we keep putting coins into this thing until we're good enough to get in first.
So, what do you want to do next? I'm gonna save here quick. Quickity quack. Oh, we finally made it to chapter 8. Finally. We're like at the halfway point. My god, this is taking a while and a half to do. I'm also getting really tired of doing the Hanako voice for all the narration. I think I'm gonna just call it there for today. That was a lot of talking already, and all for a single chapter. Just one. Just one chapter. That's okay, though. That's okay. Got a little farther, so yeah. Sisterhood's gonna take a lot more time than I thought it would. Act 1 is fucking long! Holy shit. That's actually a little surprising. But hey, nothing wrong with it being a little bit longer. Oh yeah, look at that good old schedule. What do we got tomorrow? More Sisterhood at 6. We're, just gonna continue on from exactly where we are right now. That's it, that's all. We're just continuing on. So yeah, it looks like we'll be doing Sisterhood a little bit longer than I initially thought we would. I thought we'd only be doing it in 2 streams. That was like kind of my guess, but nope, this bad boy had to be real long. I'm okay with that. I got more content. So yeah, tonight I'll work on the schedule for next week. I might just make that all Metal Gear Solid. We'll see, or maybe I'll just do Final Fantasy. I might do Final Fantasy X. That's possible. We'll see. We'll see. I'll figure it out at some point. I.e. tonight. Good old tonight, I'll figure that out. Because, I'm making the damn schedule. Gotta make that goddamn schedule. I'll tell you what. So, you're welcome, Ari, and see you again, Biochemical. Thank you also everyone else for watching, commenting, and lurking. Appreciate it very, very much. And again, tomorrow, about 6 o'clock-ish, more Sisterhood. So, I hope everybody has themselves a great rest of their night, and I'll see you next time.